Hey, what I'm going to talk about today is Kandi from Bravo's hit show, Atlanta Housewives. Um, she is a songwriter now. She's been a songwriter for years, but she's written hit songs, which were number one from No Scrubs for TLC to Mariah Carey and a long list of other artists. And since she's worked with everybody in the business almost. She was in the hit group, the platinum selling group Escape in the 90s. Now she's evolved to a new direction and on TV as a reality star on the show. She is featured getting prepared to marry her fiance, AJ Jewell. There was a battle between her and her mother. Her mother did not accept AJ. She felt like it was something about him that she just couldn't see with her daughter. She didn't say he was a bad person. She just couldn't see him with her daughter. The catalyst behind that could have been the fact that he had 6 children. Now he's in his early 30s. He has 6 children, which recently Kandi has taken as guardian of taken 2 of his children just for a temporary situation to help them out. It was reported that they were engaged until last month. So whatever happened, they broke it up. It was over. And now I hear the news that AJ Jewell was murdered. He was murdered in an Atlanta strip club called the Body Tap Club. Now, one of the employees there is going to be charged for voluntary manslaughter. I think it's sad. You know, he got 6 kids. You know, they look up to him. I don't know his relationship with all the kids, but I know that when you lose a father, you lose a good thing, you know, for real. To have a man so young and have potential, you know, to be a great father, or to be just to live out his full potential in life, he doesn't have that opportunity. It was a one-on-one fight, and usually in cases like this, you expect it to be gunfire, people getting shot and killed, but in this situation, it wasn't. It was a one-on-one fight. I'm assuming, I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that the guy that hit him in the pituitary gland, and I heard the pituitary gland is right here, and it's just like David and Goliath. You know, David was small, Goliath was a giant, and David hit Goliath right there, and that killed him. You know, and it's the same situation. He suffered a lot of head trauma. He passed away, and now he has a family, a big family, is going to have to deal with this for years to come. You know, the way he was taken, you know, before his time. And then you have Kandi Burruss, who's actually taken 2 of his children. It was sweet of her to do because she didn't have to. You know, there's a lot of people that was talking about her. Why is she taking AJ's kids, and you know, he was using her or whatever the case is. You know, she's in a better place to help somebody else out, and if it's her right to do whatever she wants. It's nobody's business, you know, whether she should take an ex-fiance's kids. You know, she explained it that it was it's a temporary situation, you know, until their mother gets some things worked out. Now, as far as this case, you know, it's probably going to be more information flooding in about it. But I just want to comment on it because it's unnecessary. You know, violence is happening too much. It's too much going on, and this is supposed to be a time for change. But people are still acting the same way they used to act. You know, one minute, you know, we have a black president, but that still doesn't mean that people's moods in neighborhoods and, you know, local areas is going to change so quickly. You know, bar fights is, you know, I've seen bar fights, it seems like you see them on TV, you know, but to die, it had to be something very serious. You know, a cousin of mine, he actually got grazed in the head, you know, and it was a bar fight, you know. It was the same situation, it could have been him. You know, thank God it wasn't. You know, it was a parking lot brawl. You know, so those type of things is unnecessary. You know, people get drunk. You know, but you might be drunk and feel a little liquid courage. But what happens if you do kill somebody in a fight? You know, what happens if you do go too far, and now you have a charge on you for murder and or voluntary manslaughter. That's what they say when you really didn't know that it was going to happen that way, and the outcome was death of somebody else. But you know, it's something that we need to really think about. You know, is there a healthy way to squash a beef? Is there a better way than to fight, but you know, take it out in a way that actually kills somebody else? It's not right. You know, maybe you guys have some thoughts on that. You can rate, comment, subscribe to this channel, and hopefully I'll hear some good feedback. You know, maybe if you have a question, you know, I can answer it for you, or just give my opinion on it. I'd like to hear your opinions on what happened to AJ Jewell. What do you think could have, you know, how could it have been resolved? You know, what do you think about his kids or the outcome of his family in the wake of, you know, his death? What do you think about dying so young? Just things that, whatever comes to mind. You have your own creativity, you know, your own ideas. Ask me a question, or you know, post a comment or create a video response. It would be lovely to see what you guys come up with in terms of this subject, you know, of AJ Jewell being, you know, killed in a bar fight. All right, well, I'll see you next time. I'm going to come up with something as the days go by. I'm going to get better with this. This is my first, you know, go around with YouTube. I was always reluctant to get on YouTube. You know, everybody else is doing it, but you know, you got to have something to say, and I always wanted to have something to say, and I do have a lot of things to say. So you know, let me know what I could do better, or you know, what you like, what you dislike. Then you know, we'll tweak certain things as the time goes by. You know, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, peace.